Hello everyone, and welcome back to Voxel Tales. My name is Dan, and this week has been a shambles. In fact, I was in two minds about even putting a video out because of what a mess it's been. See, I'm recording this intro after the fact because the first one I did is no longer relevant. And it all started when I decided to go back to Minecells. Take it away, Past Dan. So last time, Tom encouraged us to take a break, and I figured now we're significantly stronger and better equipped. Why don't we go back into the Minecells mod and see what we can see? Just break us a bit of a door in the protective shell we put around the entrance. Alright, off we go. Hello boys, I'm back. Remember me? Yeah, I was here about a year ago and you were all being particularly uncivil. Well, I thought I'd pop back in for a lesson in payback. Particularly the part about how much of a bitch it can be. Now, and while we're on the topic of payback, yeah, I'll be taking anything lying around that I fancy as compensation. So if any of you have got attached to anything around here, my recommendation is either get unattached or take it up with management. Oh wait, I am the management, so take it up with me. But before you do, I refer you to my previous comments about payback. So having made my intentions clear, I started gathering up, well, everything really. Turns out this mod is full of all sorts of neat little decorative bits. Ooh, alchemical equipment. Could be nice to put in an apothecary if I decide to make one. Yoink. The residents were as hospitable as ever. But unlike last time, they were more of an annoyance than an actual threat. Ooh, fancy banners. Well, have you? Are you still unbreakable? Yeah, looks like it. Oh well. I kept pushing deeper and deeper into the prisoners' quarters. At least, I assume I was getting deeper and deeper. The map for this area is just static. So, for all I know, it could be some kind of fourth-dimensional construct that repeatedly folds in on itself in an endless loop of torment and despair. I mean, it's probably not that. Although, if we look at it objectively, it's not really a prison either, is it? Anybody that's not obviously a guard is already dead. It's like a pile of paperwork got knocked over at the planning stage and the cover sheet for prison got mixed up with the description for the torture murder area and nobody bothered to check. Anyway, after a lot of wandering about and guard butchering, I eventually stumbled upon this portal to somewhere called the Promenade of the Condemned. Which sounds much more exciting. This place even had a map, so it was a step up from the last one. Okay, well, this is new. Suppose we'll just amble about the place and see what we can see. I'm digging the treehouse aesthetic. And these super tall trees. But I'm not 100% on what I'm supposed to be doing here. Unfortunately, I never got to find out. Because not long after that... Oh, I think it's crashing. Yep. Okay. Undeterred, I loaded it up again. Alright, we're... Ooh, new enemies. You know, all this loot is very samey. Ooh, another new enemy. Huh, also made of papier-mâché and dreams. Hey, another neat flag, we'll have you as well. And I bet I can find a use for these torches, so we'll grab as many as we find. But this plan was not meant to be, as almost immediately after... No, it's crashing again. Bugger. So yeah, after I loaded it a third time and it crashed almost immediately after again, I decided there was no salvaging it and teleported myself back to the village. Yes, that's technically cheating. Sue me. Forced to change tact, I headed to the grind cavern, because I had an idea that needed a supply of glowstone dust. Of course, that required a glowstone dust making machine, so I built one. Okay, that should be everything we need. Except for you two, which we don't need. Right, so I guess we just test it out. Chuck a bit of nether wart in here to make awkward potion. Nice, nice. Next we add a golden carrot to make night vision potion. And I haven't connected this pump. Way to go, genius. As I was saying, the pump fills up the spout with night vision potion. And if I put cinder flour on the depot, it makes us glowstone dust. Hooray! Now I just stand here for a few minutes while we mix up a decent amount. Which editor me can probably compress into about 6 seconds. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a more healthy amount of glowstone dust. And let me just tidy it all away real quick. So Dan, you magnificent stallion, what do we need all this for anyway? Well, dear viewer, meet me back at the village and I'll tell you. Alrighty, the reason we need all that glowstone is because I have installed a new mod. This one, the Macaw's Holidays mod by Sketch Macaw. And while the mod does contain other holidays, we're most concerned with all the Christmas stuff. And as you can see from my inventory, I've done a little experimenting with the mod already and pre-assembled the component parts of a Christmas tree. Now then, where should we go set this up? Oh, the inn. Perfect. Probably set it up over here by the bar for now. Can always move it later. Look at that! That's proper faff, that is.
What are you on about, faff?
You know, Festivus fuck.
Alright, steady on.
Anyway, the specific reason we needed the glowstone is because I want to make some of... Did I miss them? Oh, yeah, these colourful string lights. And you make them by mixing these other string lights, and they all need glowstone to make. So, which ones do I need? Red, blue, yellow, and green. Can do. Okay, red. Green. Blue. And yellow. Mix them together in the right order, and coloured lights acquired. Now if we take this wavy garland I made when I was prattling about earlier, and we add the lights to it, we get illuminated wavy garland. Oh, okay. I just converted the rest of our coloured lights into smaller coloured lights. Fair dues. Okay, I reckon garland all along the bar. Yes, Dan approved. Actually, we'll have one on this end as well. Perfect. Okay, what next? Well, I do have this fireplace I should probably do something with. Let's start with some lights. Oh, the candle's in the way. That's okay, we'll just do the middle, I suppose. And every good fireplace needs some stockings hanging from it. Okay, I've got 2 spots up there, and 4 along the mantle. Alright, give me a couple of minutes, I've got an idea. Okay, we've got 1 for me, 1 for Tech, 1 for Tom. Hang on, I'm a stocking short. Damn you, symmetry, my only weakness. That's better. 1 for Iris, and 1 for GD, and 1 for Allren. GD has been around since right at the beginning, and Allren binge-watched episodes 1 to 34 and has stuck around and commented on every video since. So yeah, I wanted to do a little something for them to show how much it means to me. Right, that's enough soppiness from me. I've got my hard man reputation to uphold.
What hard man reputation, you soft bugger?
Shush! My next big idea was to make some presents to put around the tree. But quickly realised they were too big and would be in the way of people sitting in the booth or standing by the bar. So I hung some of these little lights I'd made by accident while I thought about how best to proceed.
Mini-light time-lapse?
Mini-light time-lapse. There. Lovely. I also decided to take the candles down and replace them with lights. Found this perfect little log pile to go beside the fireplace. Put up this very neat snowman statue out front. And relocated the Christmas tree so I could surround it with prezzies. You know what? Good job, team. I'm happy with that. Now don't get me wrong, I was happy with it. Still am. The only problem being that, upon inspection, it only amounted to 5 or 6 minutes of actual video, which meant I needed to do something else. Alright guys, I mentioned a couple of episodes back that I had plans to make a new wood farm. Well, done some more thinking, and I've decided where it's gonna go. Right there.
What, in the mansion?
No, I'm gonna bulldoze the mansion. It's not like anybody lives there anymore. I cleared all the pillagers out when I was testing my sword. Anyway, there's no time like the present, so I'm gonna set up the chunk eater and get this thing erased. Okay, so, even at 8 times speed, this time-lapse originally took 11.5 minutes. Then I sped it up even more and cut bits out to make it more manageable. But the takeaway from this is that it took a lot longer than I thought it would to tear down the mansion. And something you'd learn from spending any kind of time with me is that under most circumstances, I'm not the most patient of people. So, fair warning, if you're one of those people that doesn't like wasting resources, you might want to look away in a sec. 'Cause I may have let the intrusive thoughts have their way. Yeah, I might have set everything on fire. A little bit. Okay, a lot of it. I mean, credit where it's due though. Even after I'd gone at it with 6 whole flint and steels, it refused to burn all the way to the ground. I gave up in the end and just started smashing up the rest with the 3x3 function on my Paxel. At least until I remembered the building wand had a destroy function and started vein mining everything into oblivion. If I'd remembered that sooner, I probably wouldn't have had to burn everything. Oh well, you live and learn. And as the sun came up after a long and very wet night, save for the ashes, you'd never have known there was a mansion there to begin with. Well, there it is. A nice big empty space for me to install a new wood farm. You know, this hill's doing my head in. As I was saying, a nice big empty space to install a new wood farm. In fact, there's that much space now, we might be able to move all of our manufacturing needs to one centralised location. Of course, it'd all need tidying up first. And it'd need a heck of a power supply. Like that, for instance. Actually, no. Probably more like that, now I think about it. And even that might not be enough. Might have to do that blaze cake thing that doubles the output. But that's a future issue, because I'm out of recording time for this week. Question is, do I have enough stuff to make an episode out of? Well guys, that was probably the most disjointed mess of an episode I've ever cobbled together. But with any luck you got a bit of enjoyment and a giggle out of it. For now though, thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like your own stocking hanging up in the bar, then leave us a comment saying so, and maybe even a cheeky like to help the channel out. I've been Dan, this has been Voxel Tales, and until next time remember, be good. And if you can't be good, don't get caught. Bye guys.